Hello and welcome back to Stellaris, the Federation's playthrough as the Aaron Alliance. Last time, the Khanate awoke. The Threek Horde. It immediately vassalized the Robo-Steel Absorbers, who were assimilators, and then began duking it out with the Vampire Bloodborne, fanatic purifiers. And we've been getting Vampire Bloodborne refugees arriving at Atan Stella 2A, which is right here. A disconnected world that was originally owned by the Terathian Commonwealth. However, they rebelled against their former masters and asked if they could join us, and I said yes. They were not the only world to do so, however. So was the world at Huntur, which was retaken by the Terathians in a war that devastated our navy. However, devastated theirs even more. But it left us ill-prepared to deal with galactic threats, so we ceded the planet. No, the system. And bided our time. And we struck. We built, rebuilt, and struck. And when we did, we took the Esteron system, the Zebor system, the Gurathan system, the Hamroth system, the Romius system, and the Ruhul system, all snatched out from the hands of the Terathians and added to our collection. The plan for this session is to continue to monitor the situation with the Terathians and potentially go to war with them again to connect our empire together. The primary delay of this is that the coalition of Black Star and, I believe, the Union of Daemon have an alliance with the Terathians. Well, more specifically, a defensive pact with the Terathians. Fortunately, they are being blocked off by the Juvan Imperial systems and their allies. Which, if I unclick Union's map mode, they're pretty big. They are a powerhouse. And one that I am not eager to engage in unless necessary. But they seem to be neutral in our conflicts, which is good, because they are a despotic empire, which I very much do not wish to tangle with. On the other hand, we have the Othelio Robotic Supremacy, which, while it hasn't been openly hostile towards us, they are a criminal organization, and they have been raising crime on Erisel Prime to a staggering 48%, despite our psychic cops. So, we are currently attempting to remedy this through the construction of some additional regular cops through some precinct houses. But the criminal situation is concerning to Governor Galina Shatilova. That's a last name. So war with them is inevitable, but concerning. I would likely strike through here and try and establish a defensive position at Raman. And indeed, that's where my ambitions would end, with them here and here. That would be all the further I would go. All the further I would need to go. And then I'd go out here a little bit. However, the primary issue with that is aside from their alliance network they do have, and I believe that, well, the Elthethi have has closed their borders to the Elthethi alliance. So they're cut off as well. However, their power is registered as overwhelming. So we could win if we built up a defensive station at Sarathrum. I'm going to unpause the game now. But we could win if we built a defensive station at Sarathrum and put our fleet here. I mean, because we do have Avaconia, which I'm actually going to keep in case of a potential assault from the Shappas, which I don't think is going to be an issue. But it will give us a fallback point if our primary defensive grid at Ruthul falls. So that will be the plan, is to upgrade Hool, make that into a strong defensive station, upgrade Rasimir, downgrade Esteron. Yes, it is a natural wormhole, but I don't know where it goes to, so I'll leave it blank for now. And I will keep Avaconia because it's another border world. I'm not worried about interactions here, so I will then upgrade our station here, which is actually already a defensive station. It just simply needs to be upgraded even further, and we also need to make sure that Itan Stella is up to par, which we are currently doing. Now, there is the matter of some unemployed pops, which I can't really fix. Because they're all robots. And then Fulgor City has some stuff I can build. And Itan Stella, I can't really... I'm currently working on making this into a good place. Now, it does have some Vampire. But we'll see how that works. But I'm going to unpause it for real now. Oh, and the Galactic community opened up. That was the big thing. And we passed buzzword standardization, the Astral Studies Network, and we, of course, formed the Galactic market, and we actually became the center of the Galactic market, if I recall correctly. There actually should be a button that tells me. And I really want to close this down. There should be a... I'm gonna launch an anti-crime campaign. It's coming to a head. We need to deal with this. Okay, so there's no particular planet. It's just whether you're a market leader or not. I have quite a few different research projects. I will need to research. There, that'll give something for our science ships to do. Which we only have one of. That's a shame. Build another science vessel. Wait, what? Where are those at? What? Debris and Drim. Where's that at? Debris and Dim. Not Drim, Dim. Oh, those are too far up. Also, Tarathus and Amuthan. And Tarathus is there. That's what I want to track. And I want to shift the EIRN Discovery from whatever they're currently doing to research that project before the borders lock down.
We are being hailed.
And then the Daemon wants a commercial pact, which I will of course agree to.
Research concluded.
We need battleships. And this was a generator world. This I ruled was going to be a factory world.
The special project has concluded.
That does... Oh, it just reduces upkeep. It doesn't increase output anymore. That's a little annoying. But I'm going to turn Fulgore City into a Forge world. And I'm going to turn Osseek Prime into a... industrial world. And Stella, I'm going to turn into a refinery.
Construction completed. We are being hailed.
The Othethi requested a defensive pact, which I will accept. Don't see a reason why not to. They're explorers. They have a direct democracy. They're precisely the kind of people I wish to have an assistance with. I'll build civilian industries, and I will replace with civilian industries, and I will take Full War, and I will replace this with alloy foundries. Oh no, cancel. Full War City, I will replace this with alloy foundries, and then I will turn this. I'll need to build synthetic crystal plants, gas extraction wells, chemical plants. All right, we're set. We are all set. What? Okay. So a few things. First, shortly after making our defensive pact, the Othethi robotic supremacy has just started to claim our systems, which I very much do not appreciate. And more interestingly, but they have no way of actually the Panaxilla hegemony, which means the Juvan are likely intending to move, which means if they do, we will lose our gateway. We need to take Dathana. This is a potential complication. Because this is isolated, and if they make it isolated, then I have to fight them. Still, I shall do what is necessary. Migration treaties have been broken, and I need to check the Galactic community.
Construction completed.
Ooh, base suit. Senate is in session. Oh, the readied shield is currently the proposal. Which I do support. Yeah, and then let's see. Advanced Xeno studies. We are in breach of this resolution. Why are we in breach? Which I agree with. Cool. So, with that being noted, that we are in breach of potential galactic resolutions, I have to oppose it. But it still has a shit ton of support. I oppose dealing with a Khan. I don't think that's an issue that I need to be concerned about. It keeps our enemies distracted.
Construction completed.
Oh shit, he died. Didn't tell me that. Thankfully, I didn't run out of time. Logistics. Our first alien leader. And then technology. We're working on it. We're working on getting battleships. Once we have battleships, we'll be able to change our combat efficiency really, really well.
Construction completed.
Now this is going to be a shipyard.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
And we should have access to... We do not have physics. Come on, give us some physics. Venitan Stella is going to be purely a defensive. And a listening post. Give me that information about enemy fleets. And it will be upgraded again. And I'll let the sun sprawl the ship. I don't really care. I have other more important matters. The new rule is going to be gun batteries and missile batteries. And a...
Interstellar debris analyzed.
Disruption field generator. Ooh, and Pandora has declared a peace with the Bloodborne. We'll see how this goes. So that's being done. That's being done. Cool. Everything is where they need to be. Everybody should be either... But then I'll give this a crew quarters and rule station. Cool. Everybody's ready. And you actually have uncovered what you can. Yes, 0-point power. Alright. Can't access there. But you can go there. Need new scientist. I'll take you because you have psychic. And I will have you research there. Cool. And build an outpost there. And the League of Ra have made a protectorate of the Sathad-Korthrit Alliance. I think they were they just ascended. Yeah, they were separatists. So we'll see.
Construction completed.
We'll see what happens. This is getting very interesting. We're kind of alone in this galaxy, which is not what I expected, but... if we can begin getting our weight and pushing our weight around.
Research concluded.
Prove that we're not to be trifled with.
Ship upgrades applied.
We can be a pretty good powerhouse in the north of the galaxy. Actually, no, I do not want psychonic jump drives. Because they increase the possibility. Don't they increase the possibility of, not the Scourge, the Unbidden. And I've already fought the Unbidden. I don't want to fight the Unbidden. I want to fight the Scourge, and I want to fight the Contingency. So I want to avoid the System Drive, at least until the endgame crisis pops. Once the endgame crisis pops,
Construction
then I'll
completed.
do it. But until that
Knowledge
happens,
is the key
I
to
will
the universe.
purposefully restrict myself. Which is also why I do not want to pass the thing that keeps artificial intelligence outlawed, because... No, like I said, contingency. I'm trying to get the Scourge, because I haven't seen the Prothean Scourge since they patched it to fix it. I actually got it my first time I played Stellaris, but it was glitched, so you couldn't succeed. I was going to. I was strong as hell. Stellaris was really easy back then, to be honest. It's a lot more complicated now. Used to be really, really simple and easy to become super big and powerful. But, as I said, it glitched. It still is relatively simple. I just have to learn the new systems all the way and take advantage of it. But,
Ship upgrades applied.
like I said, it used to be really easy. And I actually had most of the galaxy under my control. And I would have had it, but there was a glitch where the event to cleanse worlds wouldn't pop. So they would essentially keep on taking over the galaxy, even though you couldn't do anything about it. You couldn't stop it. They would just keep on going. All you could do is pen them in and just fight the
Ship
eternal war with
upgrades
them.
applied.
And it got to the point where they were no longer a threat, but it got to the
Ship
you still
upgrades
couldn't get the
applied.
achievement for
Ship upgrades
defeating them,
applied.
which was kind of annoying, because I
Ship
should have gotten that
upgrades
at least
applied.
twice, but it was glitched again when they popped.
Construction completed.
And then, of course, the few times I have gotten them after it got patched, I wasn't strong enough when they did show up. So, but I think with the Federation's expansion, which is one of the reasons I've been so excited for the Federation's expansion, is that I can actually get the galaxy to mobilize against certain threats, like the Focus, the Great Khan. So there's a focus to deal with the endgame crisis. And they've corrupted the governor of Aerosil, is now a crime
Knowledge
boss.
is the key to the universe.
Right after we pass that initiative to deal with crime. We need a Hall of Judgment. I will not stand for
Construction
criminals
completed.
or criminal scum.
Research concluded. The special project has concluded.
And the amoebas have been pacified. So, let's do plasma thrusters, and let's do tile blocker. But now battleships are a thing. So, with that being said, I don't know what the better design philosophy is. I don't know if it's better to go big and loud or if it's better to go with carriers. So I'm going to go with what real life has evolved to, which is a lot of missiles and a lot of carrier. And actually, I'm going to shift. See, that doesn't give me a big carrier swarm. And I do have the cruisers to do a lot of the more conventional damage. Yeah, I'll go with this. Because that's what? $160 damage? versus... Yeah, no. This is better in terms of raw damage. Assuming the stats are correct. They may not be. And the Kenjoden have to close their borders to us. Which is interesting. Doesn't matter. They couldn't get to us anyway. The raiders blocked us. But this is interesting. But with that in mind, we need to modify the fleet significantly. Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, I like that. And we have enough to enforce the fleet. Oh, no, we can't. We need more. Oh, it's fine. Market. Because we have a... extreme excess of a variety of galactic commodities. Which should... And I actually need to buy some of those, but bam. And that's what I call using the market to our advantage. So we can actually afford to reinforce the entire fleet. And with that in mind, I can enforce both of them. We are about to become a powerhouse, as we're about to become, hopefully. And the... no, it didn't tell me. Have passed the readied shield resolution. And hopefully we don't end up in breach of galactic law. That would be really annoying if we became in breach of galactic law. Really annoying.
The special project has concluded.
We found the origin. Okay. Wesley Wood's investigation into the rat-like sapients on Crumbling Burrow has produced some surprising results. The Ketlings are psions, capable of sharing their thoughts through a telepathic network spanning millions of small minds. Though they could avoid interacting with us, we lack evidence to suggest they are capable of advanced spaceflight. It would be remiss to classify the Ketlings as mere primitives. In fact, some of their repurposed machinery possess a technological sophistication approaching even our own. Moreover, they are neither the descendants of the civilization that constructed these cities nor the conquerors that destroyed them. Rather, they are one of the pests of the spacefarers who first colonized these systems. After their master's downfall, the proto-Ketlings were one of the few species to survive centuries of nuclear fallout on these ruined planets. Constant exposure to radioactive elements led to faster mutations in the genetic code, and their nimble appendages, relatively starting intelligence, and close proximity to a variety of decrepit tools all culminated into a rapid emergence of a technologically advanced culture. Fascinating. The only issue is now we're starting to
Research concluded.
Eat energy credits. And it's mostly because of those trades. But I'm hoping to fix that. If I had access to...
The special project has concluded.
Oh, fuck. Oh, now I have to declare war on the Juven. They took a planet that I like. They took Dameron. which was vital to my expansion. Now my defensive strategy is useless. Damn it. And I probably have enough strength to punch through these guys. Yeah, I have to do it. I have to get rid of the Juvan outpost there. Shit. Anyway, we found a First League artifact. Fuck. That's bad. That's real bad. We could crush them, though. Potentially.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
But they're also the only entity that prevents the Tarathian reinforcements from arriving. And another one of our pops is on the slave
Knowledge
market,
is the key to the universe.
which I don't like.
Construction completed.
And they were bought.
Construction completed.
Man. Ah, man, that's bad. No, they're all robots. I guess more housing? Still, the fact that we're eating energy credits, like, that's a problem. That's a significant problem. Probably. Well, those are selling for 1 apiece, so if I sell 50, that's still going to be a problem. We can't afford that. I could sell the alloys, but that would cripple our military production. I have to cancel. I have to cancel these. I have no choice. Yeah. I have no choice. And they're doing exactly what I thought they would do. Which is going to open up at the front here, which is I'm not going to like. They're essentially going to box me in. Which means I have to fight the Juvan. And the Zerathians and the Otheli. Which are potential problems. But interesting, the Drakling had a governing ethics shift, which I skipped over because I had more important things to deal with. They're now Democratic Crusaders. And again, if I could potentially get over to them. And the Vampire insult me, which doesn't really matter.
Completed.
They are no longer a threat.
Construction completed.
And as I said, I am presently very concerned about this development. I can deal with these guys, and I need to get that connection. Once I have that connection, I can but having that connection is going to open a secondary front with the Juvan, which is an issue of its own. Ah, man. Decisions. Because on one hand, if I declare war on the Juvan, yeah, but I don't need to take that point. That's the thing. And they'll still hate them. I'm pointing with my finger, which makes no sense. I should be pointing with my mouse. So, here's the current plan. I'm shifting strategies. I'm going to instead fight the Juvan for Lazon, Oberon, Jarad, and that's it. I'm not going to take Amaletzir, just because that severs their nation in two, and I don't want to cripple them. I have no interest in crippling them. I simply want, and really, my priority is these two. And these two in Lazon. Anything else is bonus. The only issue is, if I do, which will prevent the Black Star and the Ra from coming in, and it means that when I do take the Tarathians on, it doesn't give them a gateway through. That seems to be the smartest course of action, especially considering their fleet and their research are considered equal, and they are considered inferior in terms of economic power. The issue is they are in a federation with the Koramathani, the Panaxala, and the Omni, which I'm not worried about the Omni Stewards. They've proven themselves to be relatively weak and fractured. My primary issue are these guys who have a stronger economy than me and an equivalent fleet, meaning that any war is going to have to be decisive, which it can be because it's over such a small area with very few connections. And I can punch through here, or then run through and keep Lazon. The other issue is the hegemony, which is going to be relatively close by. Which is another issue. And then there's this. Either whatever war I choose to fight, I can win. Hopefully. But whatever war I wish to fight, I have control over the area, at least. Because it's a very small, very controlled area that I can get. The issue, honestly, at this point with the Tarathians is this mess. but I need that land so bad. Yeah, it's gotta be the Juvan. I'm sorry. It's gotta be you guys. Everybody else I have an okay border with. But I don't like this. This makes me too exposed for if any other galactic threat comes my way. I have to make enemies. I have to make enemies. Well, when the time is right. When the time is right. Yeah, and then they take Convab. Yeah, no, I gotta do it. I have to declare war. I have to. Cool. We are going to end up being in breach of galactic law very soon.
Construction completed.
Oh my god. This makes me nervous. That makes me very nervous. Because this means we're going to be in breach of galactic law. If this passes.
Research concluded.
God.
Construction completed.
I hate it. I hate it so much. But I have to do it. I freaking hate it.
We are being hailed.
And they're starting to hate us. Yep.
Ship upgrades applied.
I have to make claims. These are my demands. It's been done. God, it's gonna suck. It's a lot of people. Damn. This is gonna be horrible.
Research concluded. We are being hailed.
Yes, I'll do a research agreement with
The
Pandora.
special project has concluded.
Man, this is gonna be bad. It may not be bad. It may not be that bad. We do, after all. Have a pretty bangin' fleet. And we have a pretty good economy. And we're only getting stronger by the day.
The special project has concluded.
I only hope it lasts. Uh-oh. Don't know what that was about. But I need to get naval
Knowledge
capacity.
is the key to the universe.
And then I need to get antimatter missiles.
We are being hailed.
Whoa. Okay. Now that's a question. This is interesting. I have to accept. Because it's got the Ra and the Pandorans.
An alien nation is hailing us.
All right. This is new. We're not the founders of this, but... we will make this work. Hopefully. We are actually surprisingly one of the stronger people as well. So, are united. Diverse ethics impose a -50 smaller penalty to cohesion. The amount offers 25% more. Smaller cohesion for newer members, new envoys. +1 unity for each envoy. Ship speed is increased by 10% while in Federation space. And Federation influence gain +1. We'll see what this does. And that's it. This was an uneventful episode. This was a preparation episode is what this was. This was a thinker and a preparation is what it was. But I still don't know what to do now. Because I can't declare war on things because I'm in a federation. But this is interesting because the Ra can take on these guys, which will distract. This is solidified what my goal is what this is. If they will allow me to declare war on the Juvan, we could deal with this. And at that point, they wouldn't be an issue because I'd have these guys on the border. And they can take this. And they can take this. And I can take this. With that, I just figured out a proper game plan. If they'll accept the vote. If they won't, then we'll have to see. But before I forget, this means our stance. I still agree with this. This isn't changing. However, Focus the Great Khan, we now support. And what's on the Senate floor? I mean, it will... I guess I'll agree to... Shit. I'll agree to active study. Oh, you can set it to servitude. Okay, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. Okay. And we're no longer in breach, right? Yeah, we're no longer in breach. So I will shift. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, well, with that, the game just changed a little bit there. Not a whole lot, actually, by the game, but in terms of where everything is in my head, what my goals are have shifted dramatically. I was not expecting that. But that works. Well, with that, it truly is the end of the episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.